Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are finding this video helpful as you prepare for your exams. Understanding direct and inverse proportionality is crucial, and I have made sure to cover everything you need to know in this full course. So please subscribe. The total monthly cost $3 of running kindergarten consists of a fixed $5,000 and a variable amount, which depends on the enrollment. For every child enrolled, the monthly cost increases by $41. Let's solve the problem step by step with clear and simple explanation. Now the problem analysis is so easy, as we have been given that the total monthly cost C of running a kindergarten consists of, number one is the fixed amount of $5,000. Now this cost remains constant regardless of the number of the children enrolled, and a variable amount that depends on enrollment. For each child enrolled, the monthly cost increases by $41. Now we will solve each part of the problem accordingly. Now number one, what they say is actually, if the enrollment is 200, find the total monthly cost of running the kindergarten. So we know that the fixed cost is $5,000 and the variable cost is 41 per child. So the total cost will be like, the first we have to consider like fixed cost. The 5,000, and number two is this be variable cost, and that is 41 for every child enrolled, and multiply by number of children enrolled. Number of children enrolled. For 200 children, the variable cost will be, this cost will be P per variable and C for cost will be 41 multiplied by 200. So when it multiplied, I will get $88,200. Okay, so this is the variable. Now we know that the total monthly cost will be like, this is C. So this total monthly cost is equal to F basic cost less variable cost. Now substituting these values, fixed cost is of 5,000 and variable cost is 8,200, which will result as 13,200. So the total monthly cost will be 13,200. Remember, every subscription counts and motivates me to keep bringing you the best educational content. So hit that subscribe button and let's conquer these exams together. Now it's time to solve this part 2. And this say, if the total monthly cost of running the kindergarten is 20,580, calculate the number of children enrolled in the kindergarten. Before solving this, let me translate this again into mathematical form, that the total monthly cost C is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. This is the fixed cost. Well, this variable cost, we know that every child enrolled, the monthly cost increased by 41, and this variable cost is equal to $41 multiplied by number of children enrolled, NCE. Number of children enrolled multiplied by $41. So this is variable. We know this as well. Now, as then they say that the total monthly cost of running the kindergarten in a specific month is 20,580. So calculate the number of children enrolled in the kindergarten. Now, this is the total monthly cost. So I can substitute it over here. So I will come up with, for C, I'm gonna substitute 20,580. Well, the fixed cost, we know that it is $5,000. And for variable cost, I can substitute this value, that is 41 into number of children enrolled. Now taking this on other side of equality, I will come up with its sign will be reversed, so as it is less on this side, on other side of equality its sign will be reversed, so it will be minus $5,000 is equal to 41 into number of children enrolled. Here, 20,580 minus 5,000 will give us $15,580. Now, as we have to calculate the number of children enrolled in the kindergarten, so I have to isolate this thing. We have been come up this solve 41 into number of children enrolled is equal to 15,580. Now, as I have to isolate this to know the number of children enrolled, I will divide $41 on this side and on this side as well. So, dividing $41 here and $41 here. As a result, this 41 will cancel with this $41. Okay, this will cancel with this one, and this sign will be cancelled with this one. And when 15,580 is divided by 41, let me use calculator. 380. So when this number is 15,580 is divided 41, I will come up with the answer of 380. So this has a answer of 380 children enrolled. Fine. So this is the number of children enrolled is 380. If you found this video helpful and want to ace your exam with more helpful contents like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. By subscribing, you will be first to know when I upload new lessons, tips and exam strategies. Plus, it supports the channel, allowing me to create even more quality content just for you. Now we have part 3. In this part 3 they say that write down a formula connecting C, the total monthly cost, and L, that is the number of children enrolled in the kindergarten. So it's so simple that as earlier in this part solution I come to know that the total monthly cost C is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. And furthermore, they say that a variable cost for every children enrolled, the monthly cost increased by $41. So I can write this as variable cost is equal to 41 times number of children enrolled. But here in this part they say that instead of this NCE number of children enrolled, I will have to write small n. Okay, so this can be written as 41 times n. Now substituting this variable cost into this formula, so for C will be as it is, and the fixed cost we know that it is 5,000 plus $41 times n. But as we have to establish a connection between n and c, so the more appropriate way to write it, that we will write it without mentioning the dollar. So 5,000 plus 41 times n. So this is the equation that connects C and n, or this is the equation that expresses C in terms of n. So this is what they are saying. So we got this one. Now in this part where they say draw the graph of C against n. Is C directly proportional to n? Use your graph to explain your answer. This is the core part of this question, and before drawing or showing you the graphical characteristic of this equation, one thing I want to tell you that I will have to draw the graph of C against n. So the C will be along y-axis and this n will be x-axis, horizontal axis, and this is vertical. So 5,000 plus 41 1. So this is the equation that is equivalent to the one above it. Okay? So we will have to see its features and characteristics in GeoGebra. So let's move on and see its characteristics. So this is the equation. You can see that y is equal to 5000 plus 41 times x. Now, and this, let me show you that this x-axis represents the number of children enrolled, that is NRX over here, and this, the y-axis, represents the total monthly cost. Now, if you consider a few points, that for number of students 0, this is the column that we have the number of students, and this is the cost. That is for 0 the fixed price of 5000, and for 1 then we have 5000 plus 41. As we know that for each student there is an increase of 41. For 2 students it will be 5082, and similarly again you can see that 41 has been added to it, and so on and so forth. You will have to keep on adding the 41 to all of this, as it shows that we have this slope. Okay, this slope, for every increase in x there is an increase of 41 units in y-axis. Okay, so the graph is a straight line with a y-intercept of 5000. You can see here, okay, which is the fixed cost. For 0, for x is equal to 0, it has a y-intercept of 5000. Okay, so the find is have a slope of 41, representing the increase in the cost for each additional child. Now, furthermore, they ask in that question that is C directly proportional to n? So the answer to this, for a relations to be directly proportional, the graph should have a straight line passing through the origin. In this case, the graph does not pass to the origin. Let me show you. This is the origin. It's not passing through the origin. Instead, it starts at 0 and 5000. This because of the fixed cost. So there is no directly proportionality involved in this case. Good luck with your studies, and don't forget to check out the full course on direct and inverse proportionality and the playlist. You have got this.